Challenger World Season 3 is here. It's now day 1. East Coast, it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock almost, whenever I'm recording this. Day 0 is done, so we're in day 1 now. We're into the first full week, actually. And boy, do I have a lot to say about day 0, so let me just pull up some stuff here that I got done. If you watched my previous video, I had big plans, and let's see if I got them done. So I started the day, I basically started recording and playing as soon as the server was up. I was pretty lucky in that my computer was able to download the update pretty quickly. So I think I logged on about 5:15 my time. So like maybe, or maybe it was like closer to 20. When all was said and done, my character, I was probably in there. Actually, I can look at the logs. Or when did I record this? I would say less than 30 minutes after 5 o'clock. So pretty quick, I was in there. I was on the server, and it was a mad dash. I have to tell you, I had a couple of the streams up on the side to just see what people were doing, and I was going through all sorts of things in my head. And I was on Discord with some friends too. We were like just trying to plan things out and do things, somewhat optimally because we didn't have a ton of time. But again, my main goals were to try and get as high level as possible, get all the passes that would benefit me, try and get to the point where I could do Epic Dungeon and all the Monster Park and all that stuff, all my dailies. Because again, weekly reset happened 3 hours after, the reset that was happening when the server came back up. The next reset, if that makes sense, and I keep saying reset, meant the weekly reset. So I would miss out on all the previous week's benefits if I didn't get them done. So I went into a couple of resources to give me an idea of what to do. Honestly, you basically just buy all the passes, and then you can just use all of the tickets you get. First off, you get the level 200 from the Terra Blink, which is, I think I have the footage up here. After you hit 200, you use 2 Strawberry Farm tickets. And then after you hit 215, I think I came out of the Strawberry Farms with. Looks like, 215. You just start using all the tickets you get from your passes. And then you hit 220. What else we got? Then you go into like the Shine Pass. Just start claiming all your EXP vouchers. Go all the way to. Let me mute these. Let's see what I went to with the tickets. 235, 240 just off tickets. This is still doing no other content. And then I claimed all the mag pots from the passes the summer pass. I had 1 left in there, and then you get 3 more from the passes from the Shine Pass and like everything you buy. So that takes you to 260. When all is said and done, you use the mag pots at 240. I was wrong. It's actually 250. You just keep using your advanced EXP vouchers till 250. My bad. It's not that, like, if you do things a little bit out of order, it's not a big deal. Ended up at 260 again pretty quickly. And then once I had 260, it was a matter of deciding how I wanted to go. Because there's so many things you could do at 260. You could do Monster Park Extreme. You could do High Mountain. I didn't have a ton of time, though, to decide what to do. But I had goals to try and kill some bosses before reset as well to get some money. Easy Lucid being one of them. So I was like, okay, let me work on my 6th job. Because I'm going to want my origin skill. That's going to make these bossing attempts easier. And wow, 6th job, they did make it a little faster. Like, it used to take, if you remember, it used to take a very long time. It's still very long. And it was not fun to go through those the long cutscenes and all through that quest. But I got it done. It took a while. Got my origin, got that all set up. Also, one thing I will say that I didn't catch during my time doing the 6 job quests, at the top right of the screen right now, you can see 2 little arrows. If you just click that, you'll skip a great portion of the cutscenes, and I didn't know that. So if you're watching this and haven't done 6 job yet, take advantage. It'll save you a lot of time. Once I got the 6th job, and once I got my origin skill, it's a little bit weird. You had to log out of your account and set your character as a Beyond Burning character after you hit 260. Now, some people made the mistake that they did this after they hit 261, because it was kind of easy to level after claiming things, and especially if you did like your weeklies and your Monster Park and stuff. But if you leveled to 261 and then designated yourself as a Burning Beyond, you bricked yourself out of skipping to 270 from 280, or sorry, 268. You would have to go from 261. You would get 2 levels after each one after that, and you'd end up at 269. And you basically have to spend an extra leveling that all other people didn't have to go through. So fortunately, I designated it correctly. You'll see, I think my EXP was like pretty close. I was like at 60% or something when I designated myself Burning Beyond. And then after I did the Burning Beyond, I then claimed the advanced EXP vouchers from the passes. Again, just kept the juice going. Got to 264 off of that. I was like, what do I do now? Like, I have more time. I don't have a lot of time. I was trying to keep this going. Claiming passes, all that stuff. I was like, let me see if I can solo Monster Park Extreme real quick. Nope, can't do that. Still way too weak. So I was like, okay, let me go back and finish up my 6th job. I guess I didn't, looking at the footage here, I did not actually fully finish that. It's a very long quest. It's a very, very long quest, and you'll see some of the footage here. But it was worth going through again because getting 6th job done and my origin allowed me to do some bosses. So after I got my 6th job, I unlocked the Erel link, which is not very easy to navigate. Okay, granted, I did not read the tutorial. I didn't read anything on it, so it's on me. But we got it. I got like the first. I tried to get my what abilities did I try to get? I'm pulling up my thing right here. I was like, let me get Soul Janus if I can. Couldn't figure out how to get it, so I got the M1, I believe, and I think that's all I unlocked for the time being. From there, I got those skills. I was like trying to apply to guilds here and there, because again, I decided I'm not going to do a guild myself this time. I'll more on that later. And then after things were settling, I got the 266 just by doing some dailies. I then was like, I went to High Mountain, and I got to the prompt to try and skip the story, but I didn't skip it for some reason. Again, it was super chaotic. Like I was on Discord with friends. I was like, what should I do? We're all like brainstorming. I did not skip the High Mountain because you can just click start and you'll skip straight to it, where then you can autocomplete it. You can pay to autocomplete it. I was stupid and didn't do that. So I missed out on 1 week of High Mountain, which it's not the end of the world. It was maybe 40, 50 frags. Not a ton of EXP. Not a big deal. But I was like kicking myself on that. What else? What other highlights? So then from there, I just kept claiming all of my passes. I started my Genesis quest for my weapon. What else we got here? Okay, then I started going into bossing. So again, I had a lot of goals for day 0. I wanted to get as much money as I could, and I wanted to get some as far into the Challenger pass that I could too. Or not Challenger pass, the Challenger ranks. So I was like, let me kill, for item burning, let me kill Chaos Zakum really quickly. I think the Origin just took him out. I'll put some footage up I'll put some footage up right here. Then we do Vellum. Vellum was a little bit more of a struggle. This is before I took the time. Again, super chaotic. I was just still trying to pick up resources on the fly. I didn't know the way to play the class. I didn't know the optimal burst. I didn't know the sequence. There was a lot of things I still didn't know. So I was just kind of going through and like, I was hoping the Origin would just kill everything, and it didn't. So I actually died a couple times in Vellum. Totally fine. Took out Vellum, and then after Vellum, I had item burning done a little bit, and I was like, let me keep it going. Let me go right into Normal Lotus. Normal Lotus was pretty easy. At that point, I had took a break, and I was like, let me look up a sequence here I think I pulled up, and let me do Normal Lotus. It was super easy. Like, it took me like all of 3 minutes, I think, for the whole kill. Little over 3 minutes. So got that done. That was nice. I did that in practice mode because I was like, I might try and do normal or hard. I didn't know what I could do in the time I had left for the day. After Lotus, rolled some of my gear, tried to get my passives or my secondary and emblem done, and I got some okay stuff for now. Nothing crazy. And then I went into actual Monster Park Extreme, and that took a while. Day 0, that was a struggle. But I got it done. When all was said and done, it gave me, I'm looking at trying to get the experience, maybe like 20%, no, maybe like 15%, nothing crazy. And then I was still 266, and from there, I took it to Easy Lucid. Now, this is where a lot of people definitely did not even try to get to Easy Lucid, because the only benefit was money, and you would then go into bronze rank. If you hadn't already hit that from other bosses, you did. So I took out Easy Lucid with relative ease. I think the whole fight only took... Okay, actually it wasn't relative ease. This was a 10-minute long fight to kill Easy Lucid, which is, you know, day 0. That's not certainly not a min clear, but I did that pretty much up till reset. I only had like a couple minutes before reset, maybe 10 minutes before reset after I killed Lucid, and then with that 10 minutes, I went back to fight Normal Lotus for real, just to get money, and then I went to fight Normal Damien for real to get money as well. Killed them both, no problems. Ended the day with over $1 bill. So with that 1 bill, I probably should have made a different decision than I did. But what I ended up buying was the Mecha Berry. And I think I hope I have footage of that. I bought them weekly Mecha Berry from the Meso shop instead of buying the special boosters, which I'm realizing the boosters were probably a better choice. But if I hit 280, I'll be very happy with that Mecha Berry farm. The express boosters, if you didn't know, are very, very good, especially earlier on. And you don't need EXP benefits with them. You just use them, and they give you a set level of experience while grinding, so you don't need to pop a bunch of coupons and stuff. So that's what I did. You know, I got that. I'm happy. I rolled a little bit on some cosmetics, did Ursus, and that took me to the end of the day. Yeah, I think that's all the footage I have. But again, overall, very fun time with day 0. Very hectic. And not for the faint of heart, I would say. If you're trying to play it optimally, there's a lot to get done. And again, there was a lot of factors that this likely wouldn't have even happened. If they extended the maintenance much longer, I would not have been able to make much progress. So, I'm happy maintenance didn't go long. I'm happy with the progress I made. I'm currently, with my current... let's pull this up. Okay, so this is current Zach, current Challenger World 3. I guess I haven't really showed my character name, and I didn't highlight this earlier in the video. We went with Erel Knight to keep the Night Ren theme going. Instead of Erel Light, we got Erel Knight. So pretty happy with the name. And we're currently 270, which is... I'm in also the Dance Guild. This is the Twins Guild. Pretty lucky to have gotten in. So I'm happy about that. And this is where a lot of the Giga grinders are, so I can kind of keep myself compared to other people. I'm still near the front of the pack. There's 2 people level 271 in this guild as of now. I'm 270 with about 40% EXP, so I'm not too far behind. I did take a break. I didn't stay up all night playing. I went to bed at a decent time. And, you know, I grinded a lot this morning, but then I went to the gym. I'm just trying to keep, you know, my health at the forefront and just not like destroy myself with this. So, yeah, doing pretty good. We're sitting pretty good. 270. This is how my character's looking right now. I'm not settled on this look. Like I had that, you know, how I had Night Ren a certain way. That I was very like this is the Ren look that everybody else had in the beginning of Challenger World 3. I don't think that same look exists. But this is what I got, and I'm happy with that. So again, that's where I got end of day 0 and now into day 1. I'm gonna keep... Oh, and I guess I should show my Challenger rank. So I'm currently bronze at 9,200. Nothing else really of note. I didn't really hit anything major. Like my secondary is 2-line, or not even 2-line. That's only one useful line. I'll probably keep rolling that. Sorry, secondary emblem. Secondary has kind of 2-line, and I'm just using item burning for the rest. So that's really it. And I have my Meso set on 5-piece, but nothing hit double line. So I'm just chilling. Again, 9,200. And we're going to keep going. So look out for more content on Challenger World. One quick little final pro tip, and this might be invalid after today. This is still day 1. The weekly Erta request. It's kind of bugged. Kind of in that it doesn't, for most people, it's available in Chronos or other worlds for Heroic. But in here, after weekly reset, it did not reset. You can reset this right now. Nexon is supposedly going to change the timing, I think Monday, to maybe actually have it go over for everybody, or that's what they think. But you can actually, I don't think it's not bug abusing, but it's a really weird way to go about it. You make a new character in Challenger World, literally just make any character, log into the character, log back into your main that you want to do the Erta request on, and then it should then become available. So try and do this as soon as possible if you can. I don't think it's gonna. There's a chance that we might get another reset on top of this, like when they do that fix Monday or something. So take advantage while you can. Don't know why that works, but I heard about it, so I wanted to pass that info to you guys. That's all I got. Good luck grinding. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys.